the main thing that Deuteronomy tells us is that the entire Bible mainly manifests God, exposes man, and unveils Christ. Right? I repeat again. From Genesis to Revelation, 66 books. The entire Bible does these three things: to manifest God, to expose man, and to unveil Christ. The rehearsal of the law is for the training of the new generation. After the purging of the old generation through the wandering of 38 years in the wilderness. The wandering in the wilderness was quite useful, very much used by God. Then that wandering produced the new generation. Now those old ones were gone, over, right? The new ones are here, a new generation. So they need the training of the law, the training with the law, and the training by the law. Romans 2, the rehearsing of the Ten Commandments. So I purposely print the Ten Commandments here. Why? If I ask you to read Exodus chapter 20, you better read 10 times. Then I will check with you what the first commandment, you don't know. It's hard for you to find out. What the second, you don't know. What the third, you don't know. The first three commandments are very hard for us, the readers, to discern. I myself made a big mistake, so I got the experience to know this. This is why I printed here. To give you the first commandment, second commandment, third commandment. The three are very hard. When you come to fourth, that's easy. The fourth is the keeping of the Sabbath. Okay. The Ten Commandments being the covenant God made with Israel at Horeb. At that time, the new generation were not there yet. They were not born. Am I right? But here it says, especially with the present new generation of Israel. God made a covenant, especially with the new generation of Israel. How could this be? We have to realize the biblical principle. The children are always concluded in the Father. When God made a covenant with your father, that includes you. So the new generation, they all were there at Horeb. They were not born yet, but they were there. They were there in the Father's where? So, in God's eyes, God made a covenant with the new generation already. But there is the need of re-speaking. So Moses did this. B, the Ten Commandments are the base of the entire law. These 10 words, the 10 Commandments in the Pentateuch, were also called 10 words. The 10 words, the 10 sentences are the base of the entire law. Okay? Now, I give you the 10. The first commandment is just so simple. You shall have no other gods besides Jehovah. In Hebrew, it says, before Jehovah. Before Jehovah, you shall not You shall have no other gods, but it's better in English to say beside God. Beside God, beside Jehovah, you shall have no other God. Okay, number 2, you shall not make for yourself an idol. When I was young, I made this sentence, one commandment. Then you shall not bow down to them, and you shall not serve them. In other words, I made all the 3 clauses here, 3 commandments. So I figured, then I have 4 commandments already before the Sabbath. So I couldn't find out. I said, there must be 11 commandments. Well, I was wrong. See? So you have to put these 3 matters together as one commandment. What 3? Number 1, make idols, bow down to idols, serve idols. All these 3 are just one commandment. Right? To have no other God, this is the first commandment. Don't have another God, first commandment. Then don't make idols, don't worship idols, and don't serve idols. This is the second commandment. Make, worship, and serve. This is one command. This is the second. And the third command is, you shall not take the name of Jehovah your God in vain. Don't use God's name in vain. Now, this is the third. Now understand, right? Not 5, but 3. Just 3. Yeah. It's quite meaningful.
Amen.
That it may go well with you, and that they may be you may be greatly increased in the land, flowing with milk and honey.